2019 is going to be a very interesting time for the Epic Games versus Steam Battle Royale that might only leave one standing, as the pro developer platform Epic Games continues to woo people away from the pro consumer based Steam using cheaper commissions and exclusivity. Now, it broke today that Metro Exodus, would become a Epic Games exclusive, even after an extraordinarily long pre-order period on Steam. Now, the developer came out later to say that they would honor the pre-orders on Steam. But to be honest with you, Metro Exodus was a game that I was extraordinarily excited about, and only 2 weeks away from launch, offered some of the best features that appeal to me. First person, super immersive, linear first person shooter with narrative. Being the third game in the series and personally not being familiar with the first two, I was excited to jump in at the third installment. The attention to detail looked insane. The idea that you could modify weapons by scrounging, the very survival, high intensity, high stress level of gameplay was really exciting for me. And I'm on the fence now about purchasing it because of the move to Epic Games. Why? Well, because I feel like every developer moving to Epic Games, even though they may have extraordinarily fair business decision, business reasoning to do so, I'm wondering if it's because they want to avoid getting reviewed. Now, when I first covered the Epic Games launch, they did not have the same no questions asked return policy that Steam has, although now they do. So for consumers, what we're essentially losing is our power to review the games on the platform where we purchase it. To me, that's enough. That's enough for me to not purchase something on Epic Games. However, not everyone's going to agree with me. Principle is an expensive thing to have. News broke today that Metro Exodus Xbox One India release canceled. Metro Exodus for the Xbox One has been canceled for India. Previously, both Metro Exodus on PS4 and Xbox One were listed for release in the country. Now, however, this does not appear to be the case. The latest entry in the post-apocalyptic shooter series will be making it to the PS4 only. Lots of bad news today for Metro Exodus fans. But also, Metro Exodus announcing that it will release exclusively on the Epic Store. Steam pre-orders will be honored. Another interesting thing, however, though, is the game is $50 on Epic compared to the $60 it was on Steam. Now, this is a direct shot across the bow, I would say, by Epic Games, passing through, well, the development discount. I mean, the fact of the matter is the commission is significantly less for developers to list on Epic Games. And also, developers will be shielded from direct consumer feedback, which, whether or not a developer cares about that, is going to be extraordinarily difficult to know. The idea that we've lost our voice to listen, we've lost our voice, our ability to give other buyers potential buyer bewares ahead of the purchase is huge. Metro announcing we've partnered with Epic to bring Metro Exodus to the Epic Store. Now, later, they did say that it would be coming back to Steam in February of 2020, but this decision appears to me, being this late in the game, just a few weeks before the launch, this appears to be enough for me to just avoid the game altogether. I don't know. I'm not feeling great about it. Now, as a part of this partnership, the digital PC version of Metro Exodus will be available for purchase solely through Epic Games. All existing Steam pre-orders will be honored. The feedback was not good, getting basically ratioed on their secondary part here. Do you want people to pirate your game? This is how you get people to pirate your game. That's all I could think. I'd rather steal than have Epic's garbage on my PC. Not saying I will, but I know tons of people are going to. Steam is just a better overall service than Epic. I would also be willing to pay the extra $10 because I don't want or need Epic's launcher, or I just want this game. I'm not against multiple launchers. I understand the reasoning to use Epic, but the Epic launcher automatically installs Fortnite on my PC. So all games will be eligible for refund within 14 days purchase for any reason. However, you must not have played the game more than 2 hours. Your pre-order on Steam will be honored, and you will be able to download and play Metro Exodus on release day, February 15th, 2019. Now, you can see that games activists are, of course, using this to attack Steam and gamers by extension, with industry shill Nathan Grayson writing, Valve spent years cultivating a hyper-toxic pro-consumer, in quotations, user base via inaction and avoidant rhetoric. And now it's using messaging that seems highly likely to get that user base to throw a fit and lash out at people who don't put their games on Steam. That's right. We're all just crybabies, man babies, right, Nathan Grayson? That's what it says. Valve says it's unfair that Metro Exodus is exclusive to Epic Store. I don't think. Here's the thing, Nathan Grayson. When you're not sleeping your way to the top, offering people that opportunity, allegedly, I don't think Valve would have had a comment on this if they didn't already accept so many pre-orders, and then in the 11th hour have you rip it from their platform and make it an exclusive on Epic Game Store, which is something that is concerning. Metro Exodus, true to its name, is exiting Steam. The post-apocalyptic shooter will only appear in the Epic Game Store when it launches on February 15th and will stay exclusive until 2020. Valve is not remaining silent about it. Metro is far from the first exclusive Epic Game Store has locked down since last December, with other big names like Hades, Ashen, Super Meat Boy Forever also confirmed to Epic freshly lacquered shelves for now. But this deal appears to have been a last-minute move, since Exodus was already available for pre-orders on Steam. By the way, a top pre-ordering game on Steam. Today, Valve posted a notice that Metro Exodus Steam page, we think that the decision to remove the game is unfair to Steam customers, especially after a long pre-sale period, the company wrote. We apologize to Steam customers that were expecting it to be available through sale through February 15th release date, but we were only recently informed of the decision and given limited time to let everyone know. On the upside, both Valve and Metro publisher Deep Silver has said that the Steam pre-orders will be honored on the Epic Game Store, as will previously purchased pre-order bonuses, expansion passes, and DLC. Epic's standard exclusivity period so far has been 1 year, and Metro is following suit. Deep Silver said it will be a sale on Steam and other storefronts after February 14th, 2020. It's interesting that they're using this to attack gamers. It's an interesting angle. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how this works out. And you can see the industry saying, pre-orders Metro Exodus for PC skipping Steam for Epic Game Store. Pre-orders on other stores to be honored, but Valve criticizes the move as unfair to Steam customers, especially after a long pre-sale period. Epic Game Store, at bottom line, again, takes 12% of all revenues on the platform, while Steam commands a 30% cut. That's why you can offer the game for $10 less on Epic Games than you can on Valve. Valve provides an update, and they updated the page for Metro Exodus with notice saying that it will discontinue pre-orders for Metro Exodus later today. While it acknowledged that the game and any DLC would be fully supported for those who pre-ordered on Steam, Valve clearly took issue with the move. I think if I'm Valve, here's what I do if I'm Valve and Steam. I just take the game off Steam altogether. Why even bother? Steam still, for all of its faults, is the best available option for gamers. Their refund policy is industry leading, even though Epic came through to follow it later on. So that is relevant. A lot of people are emailing me saying, you got to let people know about this because people are going to get screwed over by a worse return policy. Well, Epic Games matched it. The biggest concern to me is that the transparency. When I'm buying something on Steam, I always check user reviews first. I'm smart enough to know the difference between a review bomb and just blind hate and good feedback. Most of us all are. So this is absurd. This dismissal by games media to say, well, everyone knows all these game reviews are useless. It's absurd. When I read reviews on Amazon, I don't only look at one-star review and make a purchase decision based on that. I look at many reviews. Maybe not all of us are like that, but what I think Metro did was a very bad decision. It's fine for the customer who isn't paying attention. But for future customers who will be robbed of any reasonable, easy access to known purchase reviews, that's the big difference, right? I can read reviews all day on different websites and not really know if the person actually purchased the game. Inside of Steam, I can see if you're a confirmed owner of the game. I can see how many hours you've played. That matters in terms of whether or not I value your review. It weights the score to me. Inside of Epic Games Store, not only are there no reviews, but there are other missing features that I would prefer to see. And it's curious to me that you wouldn't have user reviews and not have any real good reason for it other than protecting developers. This is going to continue. We've seen Tom Clancy's Division 2 go exclusive. We're going to see, obviously, Metro go exclusive, a highly anticipated game. We're going to see more and more AAA titles, I think, move over to this to avoid fair reviews. And that is a frightening precedent to set. But I'm curious, were you looking forward to Metro Exodus? Is this going to change your purchase decision in any way? What happens when more and more people start going to Epic and disavowing the review process? I think if Steam offers a match on the 12%, even if they could, I still think big developers like Ubisoft are going to choose Epic because they don't have to face customer criticism. This is a hugely anti-consumer platform. Add reviews, and I will support you, Epic Games. I will say, look, I'll have 2 stupid installers. I'll live with it. But the fact that you don't give your customers any real way to review the game publicly will keep me against you forever. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.